Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning and Assalamu alaikum to all the students of class 6. This is your computer class. Now let's start the class first sharing some general instruction with you all. Now instructions are: don't raise hand during teaching, ask question at the end of the teaching, use hand-free if you are using mobile and headphones for computer use, feed your ID and password properly with your name and class. Take care of time for attending the class. Home task should be done in your fair copy of the subject. If there is any disconnectivity during the teaching, try to join again within 5 to 10 minutes. Now, this is class 6 computer class, and in this class, we will discuss chapter number 9, drawing tools in Flash CS3. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about a new software that is Flash CS3. Okay, now what is Flash? First of all, we will discuss what is Flash. Adobe Flash. Adobe is a company which created the software Flash, that is a multimedia software platform used for production of animation, rich web application, desktop application, mobile apps, mobile games, and embedded web browser video players. Flash display text, vector graphics, and raster graphics to provide animation, video games, and application. Or we can say that in simple language that Flash is a software package that is used for creating interactive web pages that combine images, sounds, videos, and animation. You can use Flash to create drawings and animations. Now this is the logo of Flash. Now this is the window of Flash, that how the Flash windows look like. After opening or after getting started with Flash, this is how Flash looks like. The steps to open Flash software is click on all programs in the Windows Start menu, click on Adobe Flash, and then click on Flash CS3. So you will get this window. This is the window, and see its labeling. Here is a tool panel. This is the stage. This is the timeline effect. Here you can get layer, or you can create layers from here. This is the property inspector menu. What is the property inspector menu? The property inspector menu is the panel that displayed the property of the selected object. It is the position of the properties tab at the bottom of the screen. This is the library. This is the library from you can get the tools, and then this is the color panel from where you can select the required color. From there you can select the required color. Now tool panel. What is tool panel? It is the area in the Flash window that provides tool for drawing different shapes and outline. In any shape, there are two main labeling of a shape. Its stroke and the fill. Stroke is the outline of the shape and fill is the inside of the shape. And in tool panel, what is tool panel is used for? That it is the area in the Flash window that appears, that provide tools for drawing different shape, outline of a shape. Now, before you can create animation, you first need to create different types of graphics. These graphics can range from very basic to complex and interesting shapes and line. All this is possible with the use of drawing tools. Now I'm going to show you the drawing tools. Now this is the drawing tools. First, this is the selection tool. This is the line tool. Then this is the pen tool. This is oval tool. This is pencil tool. This is free transform tool. Then this is a stroke tool. Next is eyedropper tool. This is sub selection tool, lasso selection, text tool, shape tool, brush tool, fill transform, fill tool, paint bucket, or eraser tool. Now this magnifier is used for zoom. This is a hand tool. This is stroke color. This is fill color. Then this is set of black plus white. Then this is for no color. This is swept color. This is a snap to objects, and this tool is specific option. Now this is the tool panel that is used to draw any shape or create any graphics or animation in the Flash. Now we will discuss tool one by one. Now the first tool which we are going to discuss is line tool. What is line tool? It allow creating straight line in a quick way. The lines are created in any program of drawing. This is the icon of line tool. Basically, this tool is used to draw straight lines. Now, I'm going to show you how to use line tool. So here are some steps to use line tool. First of all, what you will do, you will select the line tool in the tool panel. Then what you will do in the property inspector panel, as I have showed you that where is the property inspector and where is the property inspector located in the flash window, and the definition of property inspector. The property inspector is a panel that displays the property of the selected object. It is positioned on the properties tab at the bottom of the screen. So at the bottom of the screen, you can see the property inspector panel from where you can choose the stroke color, stroke style, set the line thickness by typing a number in the stroke height box or clicking on the arrow next to it and moving the sliders. Now click on the stage and drag to draw the line. Now this is the using the line tool. Step 1, select the line color from clicking here you can select the line color. From here you can select the thickness of the line, and from this option you can select the line style, and these are some line style. Now select the line style of your choice. So these are the three basic steps to use the line tool, and this is the option of line tool. First you will select the line tool, then you will select the line color, its thickness and the line style. Now we will move towards the next tool, that is rectangle tool. So what is the use of rectangle tool? The rectangle tool is used to draw rectangle and square as well. The rectangle tool allows you to draw rectangular shapes, vector and pixel based, and paths, shape, outlines. Okay, you can press shift while dragging the cursor to draw the perfect square with the rectangle tool. Now this is the icon of the rectangle tool. This is how rectangle tool look like in the tool panel. Now steps of using rectangle tool. Select the rectangle tool. Use the options bar to customize tool setting like fill, stroke, width, height to get the effects you want. And then draw shape or path on the canvas on the stage. Now this is the using of the rectangle tool. Step number 1. First of all, you will select the rectangle tool from the tool panel, and it is located here. Select the rectangle tool. Then what you will do next, you will select stroke and the fill color. You will select stroke color from here and fill color from here. This orange outline is the stroke and the yellow part is the fill of the shape. Stroke is the outline and fill is the inside of the shape. So you can select the stroke from here and fill color from this option. Now what you will do, you will select the thickness of the line, means how much thick you want the line. So you will select option from here. Then step 4, you will select the line style. So many styles are given here, so you will select your desired line style from this option. And then at last you will, this is the stage area. Here you can click and drag to draw the rectangle shape, and if you want to draw the square, you will drag but by pressing the shift button, so you can get the perfect square from the rectangle tool. Now rectangle primitive tool. When you draw a rectangle with rounded corners, you first have to specify the radius for the corners, then draw the shape. However, Flash CS3 provides you with a tool called the rectangle primitive tool. Now, this is the icon of the rectangle primitive tool, and it is used only when you want a rectangle with the rounded corners. Now, steps of using rectangle primitive tool. Select the rectangle primitive tool as I have showed you the icon in the previous slide. Click and drag on the stage to simple rectangle. Select the shape and use the option available in the property inspector to modify the shape. Now this is the options of rectangle primitive tool and the properties of rectangle primitive tool. Now, specify stroke color from here, specify fill color from here. Now this is the specify line thickness from here, and then specify line style. So these are the four options for rectangle primitive tool: stroke color, fill color, line thickness, line style. Okay, so this is the property inspector menu of the rectangle primitive tool. Select all the four options according to your desire and then draw the rectangle primitive tool. Now move towards the next tool, that is oval tool. The oval tool is used to draw an oval or a circular shape. You can draw. This is the icon of the oval tool in the tool panel, and you can draw the perfect circle with oval tool by pressing shift and drag to draw the perfect circle with the oval tool. Now steps of using oval tool: click the drop down arrow of the rectangle tool and select the oval tool. In the property inspector panel, select the stroke color, stroke thickness, line style, and then fill color. Click and drag on the stage to draw an oval shape. To draw a part of a circle, you can specify the start angle, end angle, and the inner radius. A sample circle can be seen in the figure. Then click and drag to draw the shape. Now I'm going to show the figure. Now this is using the oval tool. Again, this is the stroke and this is the fill. This is the circle. Oval tool is located in the tool panel. You will select this, drag to draw the shape, and here from here you can select the stroke style. You can select the fill color. From here you can select the line thickness. From here you can select the style of line. Now this is how you will use the oval tool. These are the four basic properties of drawing oval tool. Now this is properties of an oval tool. If you want to take a some part of the circle, if you want to take, if you don't want full circle, you just want to take its part. So what you will do, you will first select the oval tool. Then again, you will specify the line thickness, stroke color, and fill color. Then you will specify start and the end angles from where you want to start and where you want to end. Then what you will do, you will specify its inner radius. Then you will specify, click and drag to draw the shape. So these are the steps for if you want to take any part of the circle. So first you will specify the start angle, its end angle, then you will specify the line style, then you will specify the inner radius, and then you will click and draw again to draw that particular area of the circle. Now next is oval primitive tool. When you draw an oval or a circle using the oval tool, you cannot change the start angle, the end angle, or the inner radius after drawing the shape. But this can be done if you draw a circle or oval using the primitive oval tool. Now this is the logo or icon of the oval primitive tool. Now steps of using oval primitive tool. Select the oval primitive tool, click and drag to draw a simple oval or a circle. Now in the property inspector panel, set the properties, start angle, end angle, and the inner radius. Notice the change in the circle. Now this is using the oval primitive tool. Step 1, you will select the oval primitive tool and draw the shape. Then you will specify the inner radius. From here you can select the inner radius of your choice. Then you will again specify the start angle from here. Then you will specify the its end angle from here. And then you will notice the change in the circle. In this, there is no need to draw again. After selecting the oval primitive tool, after selecting the inner radius, start angle, and end angle, you can get the shape. Now move towards the next tool, that is drawing polygons and stars. The poly star tool. If you want to draw polygons, so word poly from the polygons and star will combine. So the icon name is poly star tool is used to draw polygon or star. So this is the icon and the logo of poly star tool. in the tool panel of the Flash. Now steps to draw the polygon and star. Select the Polystar tool. In the property inspector, select the stroke and the fill attribute. Click the option button in the property inspector. The tool settings dialog box appears. Click on the stage and drag to draw the shape. Now, this is the tool setting option. The tool setting option contains style, mean which style you want to draw polygon or you want to draw the star. Select here, then you will write the number of side. 5 is for the star if you want star from five sides. Then what you will do next, you will enter the star point size here. Enter a value in number of side for a star. This is the number of point, and then you will click on OK. So this is the figure is of tool settings dialog box for using the polygons and star tool. Now next tool is pencil tool. So this tool is used to draw lines and shape just like you would using pencil or pen. Now this is the logo or icon of the pencil tool. The pencil tool let use the cursor to draw on the screen just as you use a pencil to draw on paper. Now steps to use pencil tools are: select the pencil tool. In the property inspector, select the stroke color, line thickness and the style of the line. Number third step, when this tool is selected, its modifier is displayed in the lower area of the tool panel. Select the desired option, mean which modifier you want to draw the pencil tool. Now click and drag to draw the line. So this is the using of poly star tool. Okay, this is the option of polystar tool. This is the property inspector menu of polystar tool. Now we will move next. This is the lines drawn with the different pencil modifiers. So there are three modifiers available with the pencil tool, that is straighten, ink and smooth. Why we use straighten? Straighten option is used to draw straight line only. If you want to draw straight line, so you will select on the straighten in the modifier of the pencil tool, and this is smooth is selected only when if you want to draw smooth but curved line. You want smooth and curved line, and this ink modifier option is used only when if you want to draw with no modification. Okay, and then select stroke color from here. There are three properties are stroke color. You will select stroke color from this option, then you will select line thickness from this option, and then you will select the line style from here. And these are the three modifiers. Select the modifier from here. Three modifiers are given: straighten, smooth and curve. Straighten, smooth and ink. To select select your desired option. Now move towards the next, that is brush tool. The brush tool is used to paint with brush-like strokes. The brush tool is used to paint freely on the stage with brush-like stroke. It can be used to create specific effects such as calligraphic effects. Now this is the icon of the brush tool. Now steps of painting with the brush tool. Select the brush tool. Select the fill color and the from the property inspector. Click the brush mode modifiers in the tool panel and select a painting mode. You can also select the desired brush shape and size. Drag the mouse pointer on the stage to apply a brush stroke. Now, these are the using the brush tool. First, you can select brush shape from here. This is the brush shape option. So many options are given here. Now this is the brush size option. You want thin brush or you want thick brush, so select brush size from here. And now this is the brush mode modifier option. Paint normal. If you just want to paint normal, you will select this. If you want to just paint fill, so you will select this option. If you want to paint behind the picture, so you will use this option. If you want only to paint selected area, so you will select paint selection. And then if you want only paint inside the figure, so you will select this sixth option. So this is the modifiers of brush tool. Now move towards the next, that is paint bucket tool. The paint bucket tool, this tool is used to fill enclosed areas with solid color and the gradient. Now this is the icon of the paint bucket tool. Now steps to use paint bucket tool. Select the paint bucket tool. Select the fill color in the property inspector. Click the drop down menu arrow of the gap size modifier and choose a gap size option to close the gap in the shape. Click inside the stage to fill it with colors. Now this is the gap size modifier menu. This is don't close gap. So you will select this option. If you want to show small gap, so you will choose this option. Close small gaps, then close medium gap. For this you will select this option. Then if you want to choose close large gaps, so you will select this option. So this is the gap size modifier of the paint bucket tool. And then this is the paint bucket tool, so you can select the color of the paint bucket tool from this option. Now moving towards the next topic, that is gradient. So what is gradient? Gradient are the color created by mixing two or more color, or we can say that a gradient is a multicolor fill in which color gradually changes into other color. So these are gradient, means mixing of color. Some different colors are mixing over here to create a new color. So a multicolor fill in which color gradually change into other color. This is gradient. So there are two types of gradient. The first is linear gradient and then other is radial gradient. Steps to fill shapes with gradient. Select the paint bucket tool. Then select a gradient color from the color plateau. Click inside the shape. Now this is the color plateau given with the flash. So if you want to select a gradient, so you can select any color from here and then you can get a new color from this option. So this is the color plateau. Select the color markers you want to change. The color, that color will appears. This is for creating a new gradient. Then this is how you will create a new gradient. Select window, color, the color panel appears. Step number 2, click the drop down menu arrow of the type box and select a gradient style. You can select a linear or radial gradient, that are the types of gradient. Then you will click the color markers you want to change. The color plateau appears. Select a color. You can also click and shift the color marker left to right on the gradient bar. To adjust the gradient, to add another color marker, click below the gradient bar. To move a color marker, drag it off the bar. You can continue creating the gradient effect by adding color marker and assigning colors to them. Now these are the steps to if you want to create a new gradient. Now this is the different gradient. You will select linear option and radial option from here. These are the two types of the gradient. Radial means circular gradient, circular changes of the new color, and then linear means lengthwise or line-wise changes of a color into a new color. So this is different gradient. Now next topic is ink bottle tool. The ink bottle tool is used to change the color, style and thickness of the existing lines. This is how the ink bottle tool icon looks like. So the ink bottle tool is used to change the color, style and thickness of existing line. Now I'm going to share steps to use the ink bottle tool. Select the ink bottle tool. Select a stroke color, stroke style, and width in the property inspector. Then click on the line to which you can want to apply the stroke modification. Okay, so these are the steps how to use ink bottle tool. You can select color, stroke, style, width in the property inspector menu. These are the properties available for the ink bottle tool. Then you will click on the line to which you want to apply the stroke modification. Now move towards the next slide, that is the eraser tool. Now, the eraser tool is used to erase lines or fills. Line is the stroke, means outline of the shape, and fill is the inside of the shape. So, eraser tool is used to erase both. Means if you want to erase line, you can select eraser tool, and if you just want to erase fill, so, as well as you can use eraser tool for that function. Now this is the icon of the eraser tool, means this how eraser tool looks like in the tool panel of the flash. Now steps to use the eraser tool. To delete everything on the stage, means if you want to delete everything that is present on the stage, you will double click on the eraser tool. After double clicking on the eraser tool, you can delete everything that is present on the stage. To delete stroke or filled area. Now, if you want to delete any specific stroke or any specific color, now follow these steps. Select the eraser tool, means there is no need to double click on that. Just select the eraser tool and then click facet modifier in the tool panel. The facet modifier option is used to delete stroke all the fill areas. Now option B, click the stroke or filled area you want to delete. First select eraser tool, then click facet modifier, then click the stroke or filled, means click on that area you want to delete or you want to erase. If either it is a stroke or filled, doesn't matter, just click on stroke or filled area. Then to delete by dragging, to delete, if you want to delete by dragging, so first select the eraser tool, then click the eraser modifier. First option, facet modifier, is used to delete stroke or fill color, and the second is eraser modifier is for delete by dragging. So the click the eraser modifier and choose the desired erasing mode. Click the eraser shape modifiers, means there are so many eraser shape modifiers available. Select the eraser shape from the given option and choose an eraser shape and the size. Then click and drag on the stage to erase. Okay, so the steps are very simple. First of all, to delete everything on the stage, double click on the eraser tool. Step 2, to delete stroke or filled areas, you will select the eraser tool, then click on the facet modifiers on the tool panel, then click on the stroke or fill areas you want to delete. Then to delete dragging, first you will select the eraser tool, then you will click on the eraser modifier and the required erasing mode. Explains the erasing mode. Click on the eraser shape modifiers and choose an eraser shapes and size. Click and drag on the stage to erase. Now this is the eraser modifier option. This is the eraser tool available here, and now this is the eraser tool and its modifiers in the tool panel. Facet modifier, eraser modifier, eraser shape modifier. Facet modifier is to use when you want to delete fill or the outline, and eraser modifier is used if you want to delete by dragging. Now these are the eraser modifier option, that is if you want erase all lines and fills and it passes over. In this option, eraser fill is used, only fills are erased while lines remains unaffected. The third option is eraser lines, erase lines, and this option is used, erase only lines while fills remain unaffected. Now next option, erase selected fills. This option is used when eraser fills that are currently selected while unselected fills and lines remain unaffected. And the last option is eraser erase inside, and this option is used when erases the area of fill that you want to erase. Now this is eraser shapes and the sizes option. Now you can select circular eraser and you can select square eraser. Then thin to thick, all sizes and shapes are eraser shapes are available for the eraser tool. Now move towards the next topic, that is steps to reshape line and shape. For this you can use arrow tool to reshape line and shape an eraser. Arrow tool is the first tool in the tool panel of the flash. Now how you will do this? Draw a rectangle or draw the rectangle on the stage. Select the arrow tool from the tool panel. Make sure that no lines of the rectangle is selected. This is, you have to make sure no line of the rectangle is selected. Now position the mouse pointer near a line. The mouse pointer change to show how the line can be reshaped. Now click on drag to reshape and then release the mouse button. Now this is the pointer shape A to B and reshaping C. This is the pointer shape A, B, and this is the reshaping. If you want to, a corner next to the pointers allow you to adjust the end point of a line. A curve next to the pointer allows you to adjust the midpoint of a line, and this is how it's reshaped. Now, I hope you'll understand how to reshape line and shape by arrow tool. Now, that's it. We have completed this chapter. Now note down your home task and take a screenshot of the home task, as so you can do this questions and work in your fair copies in the proper way. First of all, you will draw the title page of the unit name and unit name, and then you will write the date and the outline. Then after that, what you will do, you will frame 20 MCQs from the all taught chapter. You will make 20 MCQs from this chapter, and then you will solve it in your fair copy. Then after that, you will do short question answers. You will find the answer of these given question from the book. First question, make a list of drawing tools in Flash. Number two question is differentiate between rectangle tool and oval tool. Number third, differentiate between primitive rectangle tool and primitive oval tool. Short question number 4 is what are the drawing option of the pencil tool? Question 5 is write the options of the brush tool. Number 6 question is list out the gap size modifier of paint bucket tool. Question number 8 is define stroke and fill. Question number 9 is what are the mod modifier of the eraser tool? So these are 9 short question answer. Take the screenshot of this screen and you can get the answer of these question easily from the book. Now descriptive question answer. There are 5 descriptive. Write steps to use line tool. How to draw polygons and stars. Write steps to use brush tool. How we use eraser tool. And at last, how to reshape lines and shape. So take a screenshot of this screen also, and you can find the answer of these descriptive question answer from the book. Now activity based question is list out all the tools used in the chapter. Write the name and their function. First of all, you will draw the 4 columns. Number 1 is serial number. Then you will draw all the tools. This is the sample answer, that how this is how you will frame the question. You will draw all the tools here: line tool, rectangle tool, oval tool, pencil tool, all the tool used in this chapter. You will draw all the icons of the tool here. Then you will write name of the tool over here, and then at last you will write the function of each tool. For example, this is line tool. You will write line tool here, and in the function you will write this tool is used to draw line. This is the rectangle tool, and the function of this tool is used to draw rectangle and the square. After that, you will draw all the icons of this chapter. So do this activity. Now that's it for today's class. Hope you'll get all the question answer. Hope you noted down all the short question answer, descriptive question answer. Now that's it for today. Thank you, students, and Allah Hafiz.